Today we're going to be doing a very simple exercise to get that energetic and loose feel to your art. You can see a quick scene here which avoids all of these kind of scruffy up and down marks here. We're going to be looking for speed of line but not rushing, and to achieve that we need to remember three things. These are the three ideas we're keeping on our head for our little sketching exercise. Firstly, mistakes are inevitable. Drawing quickly, mistakes will happen. If I'm drawing this tower and I get the angle of it wrong, the last thing that I want to do is go back up and down and try and pretend I ever got it right. Because look how bold and scruffy this outline becomes. Second, one line per decision. That means when we decide on the angle of a roof, for example, we don't go up and down and scratch around. Finally, if we're just making one line per decision, what we're saying is, right, if we get this face here, this is our shape. It's coming down like that, it's coming down like that. We're not going to go like this, here or there, because look, this becomes incredibly scruffy very quickly. Finally, draw fewer things. That means drawing less of what we see, not picking out every small brick and object, but picking the right things to draw. Within this, we could try and pick out every single brick. This is not only going to take a very long time, but look how quickly all that ink builds up, becomes very dark on the page. Similarly, drawing every window and then getting all the details and the pillars around the windows, and then trying to do the next one and the next one. It's not wrong, but it is very, very time consuming. So here, again, we end up being scruffy. Same here. And like that, I'm going to give myself a nice rectangle on my page, and we're going to go for it. If we can obey these three ideas, then our art will have energy, a looser feel, and we'll have fun doing it. So when I say mistakes will happen, I mean exactly what I say. Not everything we draw, especially if we're going nice and quickly, will be correct. But let's say I go totally wrong on the angle of this roof. If I leave it be, we won't notice. You can see here, the angle should be going down the page like that, and I've made it go up. Now the worst thing I can do is try and correct that. Remember, mistakes will happen. If I correct it, we'll always see it. If I leave it be, we'll forget about it by the end of the art. Coming along here, we're going to find our big shapes, and this is the decisions that we're making. If I find big shapes and I just go, right, this is my line, and instead of going up and down like this, you see how this is already building up. If we do up and down lots and lots of times, everything will become quite messy quite quickly. We get a kind of scruffy, scribbly look instead of a clear and energetic look. Finally, we talked about drawing fewer things. So rather than going around and capturing every window in this first pass, just trying to capture the big shapes. And I think we're already building up a silhouette of our scene by ignoring lots of the details, by not getting too stuck in one place. Over here, again, quick, energetic marks, not worrying if things are not quite right, taking a step back. Maybe we will pick out a couple of details, but again, we're not drawing every part of this window, we're just drawing the idea of it. Same down here, little complex kind of pillar up here. So I need to make a quick decision, not go up and down too much, and just pop in the simple shapes I see here, not overthink it. Here we've got some complexity. Again, quick decision making, and that will get us a simple version of this, a circle with a little cross running through it. And we've kind of got a lot of our scene already. Now, in our sort of quick sketching process, we might find a few more of our details. Now, we've already made these decisions to draw fewer things with these windows. So instead of trying to be clever with any of the other windows, I'm going to keep these same basic shapes, and we'll kind of build up the idea of windows without having to overthink them. What else have we got? Big window down here. Maybe I'm just going to draw some verticals here so that we've got a clear vertical orientation to our scene. And then we can kind of just start adding in our final touches already, which is where this kind of quick decision making comes in. Just want some light hatching for some shadows. There isn't much light and dark here, but we can just decide where we want the light and dark. We can have it all coming just under the eaves of these different windows, for example. Last but not least, because we left our lines nice and light with that first pass, well, I can come back and instead of scribbling, correcting everything, at the start we can just be confident with a nice bold line now. That bold line will hopefully just collect our scene, give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more contrast. And our quick version of the scene is already there. If I wanted to have a little bit more fun, I could bring out a bolder pen and we could add some really chunky pockets of ink to even further simplify our scene, get a bit more contrast without drawing more things, without overcomplicating it. And we're kind of just getting that quick, energetic feel, a lot of impact. And let's draw this little spire, which isn't most people's favourite part of this particular cathedral, but it is there. So let's just do our due diligence and add it in. And like that, a really quick version of our scene is done. So give this a go. See how it goes for you, drawing a little bit quicker than is comfortable, whilst accepting mistakes and doing it a little bit less with your lines, and see if you can get happy with that looser, lighter, more energetic style. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe. Perhaps even leave me a comment down below.